adventurers and friends, welcome to the MNmaxed Podcast. We want to thank you for joining us, and you do so as we continue the Extinction Curse. A recap of Session 15. We put on another circus, and despite half our seating collapsing, it's a rousing success. Sarah Houghton tells us the mayor hasn't returned. He dead. The next day, we decide to make our way to the druid hermitage to find him. Upon reaching the seaside encampment, we run into some giant tusked frogs. They're slimy and gross, but we kill one, and the other runs away.
So, standing here on this cliff ledge, it's wide, but the ocean's nearby, and it's crashing noisily on the rocks below. The wind is howling, lightning is striking nearby, and there is that main entrance into what looks like that blackened stone building with the elaborate Gosrin doors. And then to the north is what looks to be, it's still built into the cliff face, but it looks to be a shed. What do you all do?
Check the door for traps.
Which door? Shed door or Gosrin door?
You say main door first, guys?
I feel like we should probably knock first and see if they're home.
That's an interesting idea.
I mean,
knocking.
Moonlight would be fine to do that. I will move up to the door, and Moonlight will knock.
It's a very hefty door. You find yourself like doing your typical like Tim and Moonlight. Comes up and knocks at it, but it's not. It's a tough door, so you have to like actually work at pounding on it to get any sound to reverberate from it. It's so heavy. But when you do, those who are nearby the door and listening, give me a perception check.
I get a 9.
Looks like 20 is going to be our highest.
Kestrel and Jebediah, nearby, you hear some shuffling that's happening behind the doors, but a little bit of time passes. Nobody actually answers the door.
Perhaps I can't knock loud enough. Jeb, you want to try?
I'll bring out the old war axe.
Oh,
you just want me to knock on it? Okay, sorry.
Do you carry your warhammer still, or no? Did you get rid of that?
Yeah, I still have both.
What's the door handle situation like? Is it like big vertical handles? Handle at all? No handles?
No handles at all.
I'll just take the butt of my axe and just kind of... Not a cop knock, though.
Give me... Not a cop... Give me a Jebediah doesn't know his own strength roll.
Is that literally a strength check, or do you want like an athletics check?
That'd be a natural 20 for a 23.
So Jebediah goes in or comes up and just like bops the door with the butt of his axe, and it just pushes right open.
Hello? This is how I enter friends' houses. Just open the door and yell hello.
Jeb, you open the door, and within your line of sight, there's a couple of things that you see, and I'll give you a room description here in a minute. But there are, in fact, 2 human men carrying tridents and in one hand and holding shields in the other. This room, there are 2 pillars in this stone antechamber. 2 of them are in the shape of trees. 2 of them are shaped like coral. At the back of this room is a heavy green curtain that conceals the hallway leading deeper in. As soon as you open the door, you hear a familiar voice kind of back in the corner off to your left, Jebediah, and you see on the floor, right at the feet of one of these men who's carrying a trident, the trident and the shield, is Mayor Aber on the floor. And he goes, thanks the gods, you've come, they've... And just in the middle of his sentence, the guy is standing over him, just whap! Right across the face with the butt of his trident, and knocks Mayor Aber out, and he slides down like a sack of jello. And then I'm gonna make y'all roll initiative! Sabatri, round 1. You're up.
I will move up to Jebediah, and I will cast Magic Weapon on him.
Get it. So that's 1 move, 2 action cast?
Yep.
All right, then we're going to go over to one of the men standing in the center of the vestibule here. He steps up to Jebediah with a single action and then stabs at him with his trident with his second action. Gets a 22 to hit.
Ouch.
And is going to stab Jebediah for a total of 16 points of piercing damage.
What? Did these guys not have any conversation with us? They just came up and stabbed me with a trident?
Oh, yeah.
I say, the fuck, mate? I demand a response, fuck, mate.
He uses his third action to raise his shield, and he just goes, "No one intrudes on the hermitage."
Dude, I just fucking knocked on your door, bro.
Say we did knock.
You won't get much else from them at this moment.
Well, I hope you enjoy seeing your head on the floor.
Moonlight is after the man walks up and stabs Jebediah.
Moonlight will cast Tentacular Limbs. So their limbs get longer. I can reach out 10 feet and deliver touch attacks. And then with that out, I will cast Chill Touch on Human Warrior number 2. He needs to give me a Fortitude save of 19.
And he gets 14, fails.
So he takes 7 negative damage.
Now, because you have the tentacular limbs, Moonlight's branches grow over Jebediah's shoulder and touch the warrior in front of Jebediah. I really like that visual. Then after Moonlight, it is Kestrel's turn.
Well, I hear some things happening from inside that door. I suppose I'll move up and check it out. Oh, look, there's a person right in the middle of the doorway that I can't get by.
True story. Tumble through.
Yeah.
You are acrobatics based.
Yeah, I suppose I will attempt to acrobat past them. I guess I don't know what the DC is. Is it against their reflex DC or something?
Yeah, you attempt an acrobatics check against their reflex DC.
That is what I will do. Well, I get a 19.
A 19 is a success on a tumble through.
All right. Well, I have plenty of speed to get to where I wanted to go behind him.
Any enemy square is considered difficult terrain.
And then with my second action, I will activate Flurry of Blows and make an attack against this man. Well, I get a 25 to hit.
A 25 will hit.
I will deal him 7 damage. Attack number 2. I get a 19 to hit. Does that hit even with his shield?
A 19 does not hit with the shield.
I would have had flanking. So I would have had 21 to hit him with his shield raised.
21 does hit.
Thank you. I thought of that right as you did, Swanee. Let me just drop that damage on him.
The only reason I noticed, I'm looking at Spencer going, oh, he's going to have flanking. And then I'm like, wait a minute.
I should have had flanking. Exactly. I deal him another 7 damage. I will then, in turn, raise my own shield with my third action.
Then after Kestrel, it's Jebediah.
I'm just pissed this guy. All I wanted to do is knock on his door and talk to him. So let's attempt to chop his head off. 19 to hit.
19, is that flat-footed?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, that does hit.
11 to his neck.
His neck comes clean off.
Nice. Well, I just walk over his body.
It's more because you had magic weapon.
So you're going to be striking? Oh, yeah. Well, he's dead.
He's really dead.
All right. Well, this is the only guy I saw, so I'm going to walk up to him.
And that's right over the mayor.
This is the mayor?
No. That's the guy that was standing over the mayor that knocked him out with the butt of his trident.
Oh. Stop, fool. 9 to hit.
9 misses. It is the man that Jebediah stepped up to. First thing he's going to do is he's going to spend his first action to go into his eyes start. You see a little red light in the middle of his pupils kind of flare for a moment, and he with his first action, and with his second action he goes to stab you with his trident.
Is this druid raging?
He's raging, but he's got that red light that came from behind his eyes, and that's not a metaphysical thing. That's like Jebediah saw red light behind the pupils of his eyes. Anyways, he's gonna stab and get a 28 to hit.
Okay.
And is going to deal Jebediah 11 points of piercing damage. And with his third action, will raise his shield.
What kind of weapons are these guys holding?
Tridents.
Gotcha.
They're not two-handed.
No.
No, tridents are one-handed weapons, and they're thrown weapons as well.
Yep, they're kind of fun.
Keep that in mind. At the bottom of the round 1 is the final warrior who's at the southern end of the room, and he steps up to Kestrel with his first action. With his second action, goes into that same rage I described for the guy next to Jebediah. And Kestrel, you see that red light glow behind his eyes, and he strikes at you with his trident. Gets a 19 to hit.
Miss.
And doesn't have a third action to raise his shield. Then that's the end of round 1. Top of round 2, it's Savatri.
Savatri will move a little closer to the entrance because she's still outside, and then cast a 2-action heal on Jebediah. And I heal him 29.
Jeez.
That's a big heal, buddy.
Well, it's 2d10 plus 16.
That's a big heal.
That's a big heal.
Wait till we're going to get to like book 5, and you're going to be doing so much healing with a single one of those.
D10s instead of D8s is fucking great.
That's insane. And you even rolled a 9 on that one, too. Is that the first time you rolled the D10s?
Yeah.
That's nice. All right. Then after Savatri, that guy is dead and just difficult terrain now. Moonlight, it's your turn.
So, this warrior 2's dead, correct?
Yeah, he's just difficult terrain.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to stand on his body.
Go nuts.
And then I will... I think we'll use that same chill touch again.
Is that a first level spell?
That's a cantrip.
That's a cantrip. Nice.
Yep.
All right.
So he needs to make a 19.
He rolls a 1 on the die, and that's a critical failure.
Ooh, critical failure. So we do him a total of 17 negative damage.
Wow.
But then also because he critically failed, he is enfeebled for 1 round also.
Oh, well then.
Nice.
I think that's the most single target damage you've done all campaign.
Yeah, probably. Doing 44 plus 8 damage helps. And then also making him enfeebled.
Moonlight's tentacular limbs reach across the room over Kestrel. Kestrel, it's your turn.
Action 1, key strike. Action 2, flurry of blow. I got a 13 to hit, which is going to miss.
That certainly misses.
I'll make my second attack against him, I guess. Ugh. Another 13, which is going to miss.
You have some of the worst luck with your key strike.
Yep. And
that's a one-round thing.
It is a 1-round thing. I will use my third action, but it's my focus thing, so I can refocus after each combat. But yeah. My third action will be to cast shield again.
Then after Kestrel, it's Jebediah.
I destroy this man. Possibly.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, we're splitting DPS a bit, but since Moonlight moved in, I didn't want to move up and leave them unprotected.
It's not with the Dwarven War Axe, it's with the Kitty Cat Claws.
Oh, okay. So the kitty cat gets a 20 to hit?
Yep.
And this is on this guy that hits because of the rage.
Is it 6 damage?
6 damage.
Plus, well, so it's 8. So the 8 that goes on and works.
Sweet.
And then I'll attempt a final attack with my last swing of a 9 with a miss. And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
All right, then that's going to lead us to the guy that's standing right next to Jebediah. He is with his first action going to stab with his trident at Turtle. And is going to get a 28 to hit.
That's a crit.
That's a critical hit. He turns around and he stabs Turtle right in the chest for 26 points of damage on a critical hit.
Negative 1 health to me.
So Turtle goes down with a single stab. With a second action, this man takes a 5-foot step south and then uses his third action to raise his shield, look at Jebediah, and smirk. After the human warrior completely stabs, downs Turtle in one fell swoop, It is the warrior who's next to Kestrel. It's his turn. He's going to stride around the column in order to get flanking with Kestrel. Sorry, against Kestrel, I should say. And is going to use his second action to strike with that trident and get a 26 to hit. You're flat-footed.
I guess that'll hit.
All right, then he will deal you 8 points of damage as he stabs right into your arm.
What an ass.
And with his third action, raises his shield.
All right.
All right, that's going to bring us to the top of round 3, Savatri.
Have we found out, do these guys have attacks of opportunity? Has anybody provoked?
No, they have not.
I don't know.
They don't seem to be very agile. Savatri, do your thing.
I'll try to move in here. Did I provoke?
No.
Okay. For those that can't see, I just walked into the building and I did walk right past one of the enemies, so it would have provoked an attack. And then I will use my second action to try to trip Human Warrior number 1. 14 to trip.
14 does not trip.
I shall try it again, because there's really not much else I really want to do. This is 16 trip.
A 16 does trip.
Fucker's tripped.
Fantastic.
End turn.
Flat on his ass.
Savatri out.
All right, then that's going to bring us down to Moonlight. It's your turn.
So he's prone now?
Correct.
Flat-footed.
Teabag him.
Nah. Tree bag him.
Tree bag him. All right, Tyler.
That one?
It wasn't. It wasn't.
I enjoyed that one too. I was muted, but I was laughing.
I don't know what. That one got me, David.
I just wasn't expecting it.
I don't know. Actually, now that he's prone, it's actually kind of worse for me.
Why?
Because if I do a telekinetic projectile, it's a ranged spell.
Oh.
So he gets a +4 -2. So he actually gets a +2 AC against.
Go attack the other one.
Yeah, attack the other one.
Well, this one's the one that's almost dead.
Go attack the other one.
We're already spreading damage.
Moonlight's going to see what happens. They are going to move to the back of the room.
As you move across the room, the warrior that had stepped south after killing Turtle sees you pass and uses his reaction to follow you. And he's
Follow me?
right up in your grill.
What a douche.
Total douche.
How do you do that?
The hell kind of reaction is that?
Called No Escape.
Thanks for ruining my plans, Tree.
I just have to move past him. I don't have to be like next to him when I start the move.
Okay, well, maybe you might have an argument here. The trigger is a foe within the corrupted retainer's reach attempts to move away from them.
He was not in his reach.
I feel like it's like at during the movement he's within.
Yeah, during the movement I do become in his reach, I guess.
But you don't start.
Read
Read it again.
A foe within the corrupted retainer's reach attempts to move away from them.
That is not what's happening.
You don't think so?
He's not moving away from
I'm
To
with
be honest,
David.
I don't. But it's up to you. It's your call, man.
I feel like it's almost like Step Up, where like if someone steps away from you, you follow.
Like I understand what you're saying, but I
can
kind
see
of
that.
agree.
It's
I don't know. I
vague.
can see either argument, so we'll leave it up to Tyler.
It's 3-1
like it is
Tyler
vague.
right now, so I'm gonna agree with Tyler.
No, I think it's vague enough, and my reasoning behind it is specifically that reactions can trigger at any point as long as the trigger is met. And even if halfway through the movement he's triggering it, he's still triggering it. So I'm going to go with yes, he does follow Moonlight. That's my ruling.
I can respect that decision. It changes what I was going to do, but actually I guess I can still do telekinetic projectile right next to him. So I will do that on this guy. And just as a reminder, I'm not throwing the sickle, but I have the sickle in my hand
Got it. For
Is that-
threatened.
for threatened. So we're just going to grab something off the ground. What is it? I guess that's an 18 to hit.
An 18 misses. This guy did raise his shield.
Yeah, I guess that's the problem with going the telekinetic projectile route, is it's a hit or miss. So I moved and I attacked. I'm done.
All right, then after Moonlight, it is Kestrel. Your turn.
All right, I think I'll try. Well, poor Moonlight is probably about to get rocked. I'm just going to stay where I am and try and kill this guy. So the guy who is on the ground, I will activate my flurry of blows in an attempt to hit him. I get a 17. Looks like it misses.
17 does miss. As he's down on his back, he is holding his shield up to try to fend you off.
Let's try with the second attack. And 18 looks like it hits.
18 does hit.
All right. I deal
Because he's prone.
Yep.
3 damage. With my second action, I will just attempt to hit him again.
We're going to do a little something called crit fishing.
Exactly. I get a 15 and miss, and with my third action, I will cast Shield.
Then after Kestrel, it is Jebediah's turn.
Is Moonlight considered to be threatening, or do you not have a weapon out?
Moonlight took out their sickle specifically to give you flanking.
Oh.
I mean, because the way spells work, there's no reason to really not have something in my hand. So
True.
I'm just going to state that I'll pretty much always have that sickle out.
By the way, I do have to point out, you do know that +1 is a rune, a basic rune that's on that weapon, right?
Meaning
I don't know
to be
what you
taken
mean.
off and put onto a different weapon.
Exactly. You could remove the rune that's on the sickle and put it on Jeb's war axe if you'd like.
So you can have a +1 magic.
Yeah, it's not striking. But, oh, you're using your hero point?
Yeah, this dude fucking smirked at me after he killed my cat.
Yeah, he did. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. Hero point spent.
Remember, you have
Oh,
magic
I
weapon
know.
on there too.
Ooh.
That's a natural 20, by the way.
Nat 20 with natural weapon. This is what? 4d12 plus 8? Oh, those are really good rolls.
42 damage to the guy that killed my cat.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. You don't fuck with Turtle. Jebediah steps right up to this guy as he follows Moonlight, and he turned his back to Jebediah. That was a bad call. And Jeb just buries his axe deep in his spine, and he immediately falls.
And Moonlight sprayed with an obscene amount of blood.
It's all because I was flanking.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
It wasn't. You rolled a 20.
Yeah, not 20. It's the thing anyways. Yeah, well done, Jeb. Completely obliterates that guy. And it's the dude who's prone in the corner next to Kestrel. Who,
Moonlight does pipe up and go, "Thank you."
The guy in the corner uses his first action to stand up, uses his second action to stab with his trident, gets a 29 to hit.
That will hit.
Is it a crit or no?
Bitch, please.
All right, then he is going to deal you 13 points of
All right.
piercing damage as he stabs you in the thigh.
Bastard.
And then with his final action, he raises his shield. Now we're going to the top of round 4, Savatri.
Savatri will do something. I'm going to step up to him. I'm going to use my Savor the Sting, which I will need a will save.
Okay, he rolls
Succeeded.
and gets a 23 on the dice. Or not on the dice, 23 total, sorry.
He'll take half damage. So it looks like he took 2 damage from me. And because that backfired so well, I'm just going to say, fuck it, try to trip him again.
Yeah. That's just a single action for that Savor the Sting spell, yeah?
Yep.
Nice.
27 to trip him.
Nice. That is a critical success.
So he takes some damage too when he falls.
He takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage. Yes, he does.
6. I did more damage with my trip than I did with my fucking focus spell.
Savatri cracks her whip, catches this guy right around the ankle and just flips him up. And when she does, he just completely flips backwards, lands right on his head, and you hear this loud, audible, sickening pop. His neck cracks and he dies.
Did Savatri just kill someone?
Yeah, she did.
Wow.
That's the
Very
first
nice.
kill Savatri's ever gotten. He only took the level 3.
Well done, guys.
Might I request that we relax for a moment, maybe 20 minutes?
Heal up. Let's loot them too.
Yeah, you guys do that. I'm gonna.
Oh, what's his face is in the corner. The mayor.
Oh, Aber. Yeah, you go do a healing check on him. I'll do a healing check on me. I took all the damage in that combat. And
where is?
What are you talking about? I got crit.
Jeb took a ton of damage, but he got his
Turtle
heal.
got crit.
That's right.
Turtle is currently unconscious, and I'm going to go ahead and say, Jebediah, you did a death save for Turtle in the middle of combat, as I appreciate you doing that. Got a 12 on the dying save, which stabilized Turtle.
And I'll also cast the heal, which is
Kestrel.
8, 16.
You critically succeeded on that.
Oh, does that make it 48?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
That puts me back to full.
Nice.
Assuming we have 10 minutes to sit here.
Yeah, assuming we get 10 minutes to see her, and then preferably another 10 so I can refocus.
Yeah, I'll refocus too.
Okay.
You guys are kind of jumping to conclusions here.
Yeah, there's definitely some conclusions that are being jumped to.
I have done nothing as of yet.
After everybody puts down these men holding the tridents and the shields, and Jebediah, you know a good fighter when you see him, and these guys were all good fighters. Just as kind of a recap here, something that kind of stands out, especially to Jebediah and Kestrel as they saw it very clearly, were the glowing red eyes behind these men. We'll get to the mayor here in a second, but as to what these men are carrying, they each have, obviously, their trident and their big square wooden shields. They also have the gray robes that you now see as being a hallmark of the Hermitage of the Blessed Lightning. And then they also each have hide armor as well.
Detect magic.
Nothing magic on these three.
Where's the loot, man?
Not on these three.
No money or nothing?
They don't even have cash. Fucking druids. So nothing happens during the 20 minutes that you're requesting for resting. Everything
Nothing that we know.
stays quiet for now.
And we should probably try and wake up Mayor Aber.
Do we really want to?
Do you really want to ask Savatri's opinion on this?
We could end the... I don't know the name of the government system they use. What's it called when they have like a king and stuff?
Monarchy?
Monarchy. We could end the fucking monarchy of this town being ran to shit.
By all these Abers.
Fucking Abers. You know who'd be a good mayor? Mayor Moonlight.
Mayor Moonlight.
Mayor Moonlight.
I'm just going to throw this out here. If you guys haven't done any research on what their governmental system actually is.
No.
No.
It's
No,
Aber.
But we know that he's been handed down the mayoral position from his mom, who got it from his grandma, I think you said.
I mean, Abers have been elected into this position for decades.
You didn't.
Decades.
You said nothing about election. You said it was
Elected.
passed down.
Yeah, probably. I probably didn't say elected,
Yeah,
but
I do believe you said passed down.
Okay. Well, I mean, it has been like metaphorically passed down through the generations because
So
it's
there
been
is an election.
Abers. There is an election, but it's Aber every time.
That does change my mind slightly.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mislead you. It was unintentional.
Does it change your mind, or does it just mean that the elections are rigged?
That's my second thing is, are they rigged?
Which doesn't make it any better than a monarchy or
Aber
a dictatorship.
after
Is he-
Aber.
He's unconscious on the ground.
Currently, yeah.
I search his body.
Mayor Aber has 40 gold on him.
40 gold?
40 gold.
Holy shit, that's the most of anything we've found.
That's quite a bit of loot.
Scratch that.
Please continue.
No, you already said 40.
Scratch in reverse. He has 40 gold, but not on him.
You fucker.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That was a really
what a dick move.
Yeah, that was a dick move. I'm sorry. I'm like I'm 3 glasses of scotch in right now.
So you're saying there he took the 40 gold off?
No, I'm saying it's at home and he might give it to you depending on what happens next.
If we save him. Or if we don't save him and rob his house.
I was saying, let's kill him and just rob his house.
And thanks for the info, DM.
Oh, yeah, exactly, right? Yeah.
Does he look injured in any way?
Yeah, he got fucking clocked with a trident. He's got a big old goose egg on his forehead.
Like on a scale of like 0 to 10?
It's obvious that he's been beaten regularly over a period of time.
Fuck, I'll try to treat wounds on him.
Boy, that was super
Yes, I failed.
Oh, how badly? Oh, just a 13.
Just a 13.
All right.
Sorry guys, I can't fix his wounds.
You just don't deal with people who have been beaten repeatedly for days on end.
I only deal with lethal wounds.
Yeah, no, he's still unconscious. Savatri cannot wake him.
So have we now spent 30 minutes just hanging out here?
Yep.
Or did
I've only spent 20.
Oh, only 20, because Savatri had not treated wounds before.
Oh, that's a good point. Yes, 20 minutes.
Do you have any level 0 spells that like treat 1 wound or something, like heal 1 or something?
Stabilize.
I have stabilized.
We could try and battle medicine him.
If he's unconscious,
We could battle medicine him.
I guess battle medicine's per person per day, so I guess you could try that.
That's true.
Is he dying?
No.
Then stabilize won't do shit for him.
We could leave a
he's-
message and like pin a message to his chest that says, "You're all right. We'll be back."
Let's do that. Did we get like a dagger or a small knife?
You're not carving it into his chest.
No, I was gonna say we write out a note and then just stab it into his leg or arm or something. You said
Not
pin
quite.
it to him? How are we supposed to pin it to him?
His clothes on.
I like the idea of a small dagger and knife stabbed into him.
Just stab him in the thigh with a note attached to it.
This is you're fine. We'll be back.
I do have a small dagger on me.
Oh, it's come here.
I mean, yeah, basically it's what do you guys do with the mayor right now?
Can I battle medicine after I already tried treating wounds?
Yeah, that we've determined
Technically,
they're
yes.
separate.
I mean, it's the mayor. I just straight up heal him.
Use a heal spell?
Yeah.
Well, battle medicine. Don't waste a heal spell.
Nope, I heal him. Sorry, dude.
Wow.
That's very wasteful.
I will allow you to take that back.
And HP. Why?
Okay.
I'm afraid these guys are gonna murder the goddamn mayor.
You're right, actually. That's a good point. Jebediah, go ahead and take a hero point. Jeb heals the mayor back to consciousness. And
One level 1 spell for a hero point? Take.
Take it. His eyes flutter open. Hi.
Still a note stabbed into him.
I slap him.
We didn't actually stab him.
You seem very out of it.
That was not entirely necessary, I don't think. Oh, hold on.
I felt it was.
The room is spinning, but okay, all right, it stopped. Oh, it's so good to see you.
That slap was because we told you not to fucking come here.
Oh, look, I'm sorry. I haven't even had a chance to see Harlock. They took me as soon as I entered. Oh, they've been beating me for days.
Oh,
Cool.
Swanee's just thinking, you fucking deserve it, you dumbass.
I must apologize. I saw a few of the hermits cavorting with some winged demons. And they came back to interrogate me. I can't believe that the hermits are dealing with so openly with fiends. I've found from listening in between the beatings that Harlock is actually a prisoner deeper in the hermitage.
All right then.
So, who's running the show then?
We are.
Now that you're here, I hope so. I am eternally grateful. I have my entire life savings to you in gratitude. I am in your debt.
Yes.
I'm a manacle on the wall.
Wait, what? Why? I was just gonna
I don't want him running away.
I was just gonna leave on my own. I just want to go back home.
What if the toad things outside eat him?
toad thing?
We need our money.
The slurks. Just run away from the slurks.
You'll slip and fall fall off the cliff.
What?
You fail at everything.
I don't feel like I've demonstrated that to you by any means.
I mean, I feel like he's proven to us that he's worthless by coming to us and asking us for help.
Can I go?
But you trust to get yourself back home safely?
I got here fine. It was
Yeah, you see how that turned out.
just walking in the doors that was dangerous, not getting here.
Wait, did you knock?
What? No, I walked in.
You dumbass.
What?
I knocked, and they came right to you.
Did you some good?
Yeah, I chopped his head off. As I point to the guy's head on the ground.
Still spurting blood a little bit.
Ugh. Still like blinking.
The eyes are blinking. He does. He stands up slowly and shakily, and he goes, I think I'm going to leave now. I wish you the best of luck. There are fiends and demons in these halls.
Yes, we're quite aware. Be safe on your way home now. Goodbye.
Do you know how big this place is?
The Hermitage.
Yes.
It's relatively large. It's big enough to be able to house more than a few dozen hermits at any given time. The Gosler acolytes. There's the primary lodge, inner chambers. It's a beautiful sight to behold, but I haven't seen it upon arriving. I hope everything's okay with it still. There's the crypts. The crypts are relatively deep. The area for the animals. There's the area for the animals that they bring in and nurse back to health.
It sounds like you know this place pretty well. You just want to be our tour guide?
I've been to the Hermitage several times,
Why don't you lead us around?
I lead you around with the demons and the fiends?
Yeah.
Can I pass?
Oh God, stop being a little bitch. Show us around.
I don't have any combat capabilities.
That's why we're here.
Even you have a whip. I don't know my way around
I
this
snapped the
place.
whip. You're coming with us.
Okay. All right, fine. Jeez.
What's to the south? Where are we going?
What, just down here? Yeah, I don't know. The storage closets?
Mayor Abba, go home. Be safe. We'll take care. Shut up! We'll take care of things here. Just
I want the tour
go.
guide.
Who do I listen to? The short, muscular elf or the scary woman with the whip?
I feel like
have
me. I
turtle
feel like
nudge
Savatri and Kestrel are gonna have to step aside and talk this over.
Wait,
Actually, why do we care what he does?
I want a tour guide.
maybe
I want to know where
Turtle
we're
can
going.
walk him
You don't
home.
need a tour guide. It's fine.
How far is the walk back to town?
I think
It's
it's
like half a
I
day.
want to say we said 6 hours.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's
And we
twice.
trust this guy to get back home?
I
it's
don't.
12
Turtle with him?
I
It's a
don't
12
trust him to go
mile.
back home at all.
It's a 12-mile trip.
And if he gets killed on his way back, what does Savatri care?
I could
We don't
send
get
Turtle
paid.
with him.
The only reason Savatri's doing any of this is for money.
Turtle can protect him.
Because she's a whore.
I like this Kestrel Savatri, like, off to the side conversation. Can we continue that?
I don't think it's off to the side. I think it's just out in the front of everybody.
While they're arguing, Moonlight just looks at him and goes, "Go now, before we change our mind."
Okay, all right, sorry. Moonlight, thank you. Okay, goodbye. And
Why
he-
is the party
runs
against
out.
me?
He runs out. I think Moonlight just commands a certain amount of authority.
I just
Somehow.
don't want to be responsible for his death, so.
Yeah, because now it's not on us. Now it's on him.
It's like, if he dies or not, I don't really care, but I don't want it to be directly my fault, so.
All right, let's check this southern door for traps.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
17.
No traps on this door.
Who's opening it?
Actually, I think Savatri already opened it.
Oh, okay.
This looks like it's a storage room, for sure. There's a couple of wooden casks half full of salted pork. There's mead that's here. There's a couple of empty crates. There's a crate of parchment paper, a couple of boxes of ink, goose quills. As you're kind of searching through it, Kestrel, you find a jar that looks different than some of the other stuff. It's on a shelf, kind of deep in the corner. You pull it out, it's dusty, it's got some cobwebs on it, but it looks looks special somehow.
I hand the special-looking jar to Savatri and say, "Magic?"
Detect magic.
It's not magic.
I hold on to it just in case.
Alchemical items don't show up as magic, so
They do not. Kestrel's got the mystery item, unknown alchemical item.
Moving on.
Now there's this green curtain that's at the back of this room that I had mentioned.
no, door to the north.
Door to the north. How do you proceed?
Check out for traps.
Give me that perception check.
21.
Savatri, there are no traps on this door.
We open it.
Is our friend healed up? Is Kitty Cat healed up? Turtle?
Yeah. Oh, Jeb spent a heal spell on her right away.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I spent 10 minutes while you guys were trying to murder the mayor
Gotcha.
to get it back.
No one was trying to murder the mayor.
You failed. It could have happened. If we need someone alive, we do the surefire thing.
I mean, I can only critically fail if I roll a 1.
You could have killed.
I have a plus 10.
That's a 5% chance there, man.
I'm an expert in medicine.
Obviously.
Kestrel opens the northern door in the vestibule. On the other side of the door is a small room with a circular table and a handful of wooden chairs. Looks like a waiting room of some kind, if it must be attached right to the vestibule here.
If I enter the room, do I see anything of importance, or is it all just that little room?
It's really small. It's pretty much just that room.
Okay, green curtain time, guys. I move up to the green curtain, and I clap my hands a little bit to see if I can hear echoes coming from beyond. How big do I think the room is beyond?
Not very
You
big.
have echolocation.
Rudimentary.
No, I mean, it doesn't, it's not like cavernous. It's not a closet.
Hello? Is there anybody back there? Well, here's the deal. If you're back there and you try to put up a fight, we're going to have to kill you. So if there is anybody back there, just assume a position of surrender and we'll let you live. All right? You've been warned.
And I kick in the curtain and probably get tangled in it and stumble.
Kestrel stumbles through the curtain.
I think that's exactly what happens. I try to kick through it and stumble, get twisted up in it and then pop out.
Well, Kestrel, you pop out of the curtain on the other side and there's nobody over here. Sounds like you were talking to no one. There are a lot of doors in this hallway, though. You count a total of 5 doors. 2 to your north, 2 to your south, and 1 to your west.
I call back.
There are many doors and no creatures.
Suddenly... No, I'm just kidding.
One of the doors is a mimic.
Oh my god!
I mean, you would have
Not
gotten the
impossible.
use of suddenly correct that time.
Hey! Anyways,
Doors.
there's 5 doors in this
So many
continuing
doors.
hallway. Lots of doors.
Okay, who's opening the doors?
Well, which one do we want to start with?
I could step in and use the door opening boy. I'd choose
No.
this one because it seems like the least convenient one we should open first.
All right, perfect. We follow Jeb.
The one far to the west.
Leadership.
Yep.
Fantastic.
It's
Jeb
like
walks
the
over.
last door I would open in any RPG, so
Do it first.
Exactly.
do it first.
Jeb just struts across the hallway, forgetting the doors
Fuck
on the other
those
side
doors.
of him. Just going straight up here. Now, this doorway, the door that you are walking up to, is a large and imposing granite slab broken by a small viewing slot at human eye level. A little tall for you.
I'm a tall door.
You can get up on your tiptoes. You can see through it. No. The viewing slot is closed, and it's one of those that opens from the other side.
So you tell me I can't open the door?
Are you telling me you're trying to open the door?
Yeah, I fucking opened it. That's why I stepped
Okay,
up to it.
Okay, then yeah, I'm telling you, you can't open the door.
Try really hard.
Give me an athletics check to attempt to force the door open.
Gladly. A 14.
You give the door a hard
I tell
shove.
my fellow comrades that maybe we should wait on this door, and I open this door.
Fearless leader. Jeff chooses one of the southern doors, opens it right up,
Housekeeping.
And looks like it's a guest room of some kind. One single twin bed, well kept.
I open the
Writing
cabinet drawer
desk.
of the dresser.
There's a Bible inside.
A what?
I said a Bible. I'm trying to think of like a hotel room. Feels like a hotel room. There's a desk with a chair. Everything's generic.
Is
There's
this a peapot?
Yeah, chamber pot in the corner. There's a notepad that says Hermitage of the Blessed Lightning on the desk.
Bible of who?
Wait, what?
So there's a Bible. What kind of
So-
Bible?
The
Of
Gosrin.
Jesus.
It's the Gosrin Bible, whatever that is. I'm sure
Necronomicon.
I'm sure it's not the Necronomicon.
Alright, this room sucks.
You're right, it kind of does.
I break into this room.
And you see a very similar scene.
Except it's a blood-stained sheets!
Except for in this room, you see that the bed is all unkempt, slept in, and is blood-stained.
Did they die of the sweating fever?
You could probably reasonably deduce that this is probably where the mayor has been kept.
Oh, that poor bastard.
He looked really beat up when you healed him. I should say before you healed him.
Kestrel, you do some door opening. I'm tired.
All right, I'll try this one directly to my north.
Look at that, another guest room.
I'll try the one directly over there, northeast-ish.
Guess what?
Another guest room.
Another guest room. Question. Did you guys leave the front doors open?
I mean, what kind of doors were they?
Big, heavy stone doors.
I mean, better question is, did the mayor and his rude ass leave the doors open?
That's a
That is-
good, that's a very good point. No, he closed them.
Alright.
He closes them behind him.
I'm gonna go make an athletics attempt on this door that Jeb tried to open up earlier.
Okay, trying to push on it to force it open.
Yeah.
Can I assist with like some crowbar action? I don't have a crowbar.
Yeah. I take
Oh.
fucking 20. I just take my time.
No, you know what I do? I take my axe. What kind of door is this?
It's a heavy wooden steel reinforced door. Wait, no, that's not what I said. I said it was like a granite door. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus.
Let me double check.
We're not swinging at no granite.
Yes, it's a large and imposing granite slab, broken only by a small viewing slot at eye level.
Are the hinges on our side or the other side?
No hinges.
Fuck this.
Large granite slab.
We can just take our time on this door, right? Like, there's nothing stopping us from taking 20 on this door.
So you push and you grunt against this door and you just cannot force it open.
I think we're going to need to find another way.
Moonlight will look the door over. I get a 10.
It's no use, Moonlight. You're too small.
Moonlight, as you get kind of closer and you look at it, yeah, there's like some gaps. It's not a very airtight fitting door, but it looks like there might be a bar on the other side. It might take a little bit of finagling, but if you had the right tools, you might be able to lift that bar out of place.
Like a crowbar?
No,
Or
I mean
something
like
skinnier.
something skinnier. Somebody needs to make a thievery check to try to unlock it if they want to do it.
22?
Savatri, what are you using? Something like a dagger?
I don't have a dagger.
Savatri just takes the dagger that Moonlight's holding up and sticks it right between the two cracks there and just lifts the wooden bar up, and you hear it clatter on the other side, and the door is no longer barred.
I guess that was probably a better idea. I'll open it. I open the door.
As you open the door, this is a kind of a hallway that leads deeper in. It's a wide hall, and it leads deep into the cliff face, actually, at an angle. There's a double door at the far end of the room that is carved from blue and green marble, and it depicts a magnificent abstract pattern that evokes both the wind of a tornado and the water of a whirlpool. The handles are green enameled metal leaves, each bearing a drop of water. Smaller doors lead out of this hall to the north and south directions. The door to the north has several planks nailed across it. And Kestrel, as you open the door, you see a man that's standing there. And he turns and looks at you. He goes, "Oh, who are you?"
We're here to assist you, my friend.
Oh, you are?
Yes, hold on. Let me roll that deception.
Do a +2.
+2? Deception.
Yes, we are here to assist you in aiding the demons in their evil work.
Oh, wow.
I rolled another nat 20 on a stupid ass deception check.
Good Jesus Christ, how does this always go so well for you? Kestrel, you can kind of step in the room and you see that there are two men holding tridents and square shields, much as the men that you slaughtered in the previous room. There's also a slurk that's in here, and one of them actually has like a rope that's tied around a collar that's around the slurk. It's holding it lightly in one hand. And he looks at you and goes, "Oh, thank goodness. So we've been dealing with a crypt problem for some time now. I'm so glad that you came to help deal with it."
Yes. Just we only got a slight briefing, so fill us in and tell us the relevant information.
Yeah. On the other side of this, the door that we've nailed over with the planks, there's been some sort of undead rebellion happening down in the crypts. One of the hermits had discovered a ghoul come out and killed him. Tore his throat straight out with the claws. We managed to push them back into the crypts and nailed the doors shut. But we're glad that you're here to help the monsters.
Yes, and it seems as though we got here just in time. Your other friends couldn't even handle that mayor. Turns out he's a psychotic barbarian. Killed them all with his bare hands.
The mayor?
Yes, you'll probably want to go take care of their bodies.
That pitiful man slaughtered. Wait, sorry, what? With what? He didn't have any weapons.
Bare hands, my friend. Go look, there's claw marks on them.
Turtle clawed one of them to death, right? Yeah.
That's astounding.
And I killed one with my fist, so that's just going to look like bruising.
I beat him a couple of times just for fun.
He was just suckering you in, I'm afraid. We've dealt with him before. We're going to take care of him after we're done with this.
He was like punching a wet paper bag.
Wet paper bags can still confuse things that are in them.
Huh.
Moonlight's gonna step in the doorway and be like, "Okay, so what we need you to do here is unplank that door and we'll all go down."
And he kind of, his eyes shift back and forth. So, all of us, we thought that's what you were here for.
Well, we're here to assist, not do it for you.
But that's what you're getting paid for, though, isn't it?
This is what you're getting paid for.
I don't get paid for this.
Look, we're all doing it because we have evil machinations. It's fine, we understand that.
What? No,
but we must work together.
There's undead in our home, and we would like for you to exterminate them. I'm sorry, I'm really confused. I was under the impression that you were sent here to help us deal with the undead, not drag us down there to help you help us deal with the undead. That's what you're getting paid for. We're paying you. Go deal with it.
You just said it. You said help you with the undead. We will help you kill them alongside of you.
Okay, fine. We'll help you by opening the planks into the crypts, and then we'll, probably replace them after you go inside.
Okay. I'm gonna make an intimidation check.
Yes.
Fuck.
28 intimidation. We are all going downstairs, and you are going first. And just so you remember, I have quick coercion, so I can do that right in one turn. That's what it was.
Coercions for diplomacy checks, though.
No, quick coercion.
No, that's
intimidate.
No,
it's intimidate?
For diplomacy, it's like fucking called something stupid like that.
Oh, fuck. Swanee, why is it that every time you roll an intimidate check to control one of these social situations, you just rock it?
And literally
because
times I've rolled.
That's what my turn is, what my character's for.
It is. That's true.
And also, yes, that is twice now that you have.
Twice I've rolled
a nat
bluff
20.
intending to fail and got a nat 20.
You only have a +2 on that. It's untrained, for fuck's sake.
It's untrained.
All right, Swanee, you critically succeed the intimidate check. So they were unfriendly, so you move them to friendly. They're not necessarily helpful, but they know what's down there, and they know that if you require them to go first, that they will very likely be harmed. So you're asking them to go into direct danger. They won't do that. Look, fine, we'll go down with you, but look, they're monsters. They're absolute terrors. You're the experts. We're hiring you to be the experts. Would you please go first?
I'll lead the charge. Then I'll just step up. I'll fucking fight some undead.
The idea was to have them die first.
No, they'll still die. We'll kill them once we
I don't
start
wanna
winning
fight-
against the zombies.
I don't want to fight the 3 of them and a zombie at the same time. So if we're
We
going to
don't
fight
have
them,
to.
just
We can be
kill
friendly
them.
with them until the zombies.
Okay, so we are about to enter the crypts.
Thank you for joining us here on the MNmaxed Podcast. We want to encourage you to check out our website, MNmaxed.com, where you can find links to all sorts of different things like our Discord, where you can come and chat with us and other fans of the MNmaxed Podcast. You can also find our Patreon, where if you'd like to support us, we would really appreciate that. Join us again next week as we continue the Extinction Curse. And until then, may you have many great adventures of your own.
It's your turn.